Hey Danny, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm getting tired of doing that.
Okay, well, we only have 5 episodes this series. Do you think you can do the shouting at the end as well?
Yeah, it's just fucking hell. It's like, see, in these winter months when it's so cold
Right,
and,
yep.
and you've got a phlegmy throat like Ray Romano, you're trying to do the best you can for the thousands of listeners, but it just gets a bit exhausting, I have to say, Lewis.
Well, I can only imagine so, my friend. I mean, you could do something different.
Yeah. Ooh-wee!
Ooh-wee!
Since I'm taking a shit. Ooh-wee! Mr. Poopy Pants is back! Ooh-wee! That's sort of a mix between Mr. Meeseeks, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Did you ever watch that Tom Hanks interview where he's talking about being Woody?
No.
He says when he's voicing Woody, the struggle that he has is that it's going into a recording booth, and I think he used the phrase pretending to be constipated for 6 hours.
Wow.
Oh my God, Buzz! What are we gonna do? And yeah, all that sort of stuff. Buzz. Yeah, that's the one. That's exactly what happens in Toy Story.
See, like, even though Justin Roiland's like voice acting is essentially just him making stupid noises, I forget how nuanced the characters actually are.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's Mr. Meeseeks, obviously. When Mr. Poopy Butthole is just like, oh wait, oh, and Mr. Meeseeks, I need to read.
Oh God. Right. We're 2 minutes into this one. You got an opening statement?
Oh shit, yeah.
We've got 2 minute of bullshit in this shouting into the void light. We've got 2 minute bullshit instead of 10-minute bullshit.
Yep. This is Rick and Morty season 4, episode 3. One flew over the Crewcoo's Morty. I
tell you what, when I was editing the last episode, I was like, why is he stumbling over that so much? Why can't he just say it? And then I was like, oh, actually no, there is a lot of horrible phonic. One flew over the One flew. Oh my God. Yeah, it's not good. It's not a nice name.
No, it really isn't.
What's the next one called?
I'll just tell you the now. Claw and Hoarder Special Rick Tim's Morty. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot better.
I mean, it's most TV shows give you like cryptic hints to what what the episodes will be about through the titles. Rick and Morty just says, "Ha ha ha, fuck you, bitch," just like with these overly contrived titles. Actually, do you know what? I take it back. It's actually a good sort of representation for what the episode's about, if you think about it.
One crew over the Crewcoo's Morty.
Well,
I suppose so, yeah.
The line of how contrived the title is a good sort of foreshadowing of
how
what
contrived the story is.
Yeah.
Well, how contrived he views heist movies to be.
Yep. Okay, I'll give my opening statement now.
Hit me with it.
Heist films can sometimes be fucking contrived as shit.
Okay. My statement is I love heist movies, because I genuinely do love heist movies. I love Ocean's 11. I love those, what are those magic ones called? Now You See Me. I really like a good heist movie. I like heist movies a lot, and I really like this episode as well. I liked how he sort of... There's no genre that they won't subvert.
Yeah.
Like, he's made his feelings about romantic things very clear since, like, day zero. And now, it's like, he subverts action every time by being like an old man that just takes out armies of people with incredibly little effort.
I mean,
and now he's just subverting this heist movie.
You know that Dan Harmon, he doesn't like heist films.
I presumed not from this episode.
Yeah, he thinks that they suck.
Yeah.
And that shows in this episode.
It very much does show in this episode. Do you have any CRQs?
I do, yes. How much does Rick love Morty?
I'd say a fair old bit. That's like the whole point, right? Is that like in those episodes where that one where Jerry and Morty went on an adventure, where they went to Pluto.
Yes.
And Morty came back in, and Rick was like, "Oh, Morty!" He was really excited to see him, and
yeah, and then he pretends he's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. Just in case those who haven't seen the full episode, the entire point of the heist was to make sure that Morty continues to do adventures with Rick, which is pretty fucking contrived.
Extremely contrived.
It's very contrived. That's gonna be the word of the episode, I think, today.
Contrived.
Contrived. No, balloons. Yes.
I've got a question.
Go on then.
Why was Abe Lincoln's head in a vat?
What?
In the background, when Rick said, HeistCon attendees, steal every square inch of HeistCon, and there was two of them carrying away a vat that quite clearly had Abe Lincoln's head in it.
I don't know. I don't. Do you think that there's any thematic meaning behind why they put Abe Lincoln's head in a vat?
I don't think there's any thematic meaning to anything in Rick and Morty, really.
Yeah. I mean, you need to have a high IQ to Yep. got to make that joke once every episode.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yep.
But I thought you eternally made one joke and then abandoned it forever. Is that not your brand of humour?
I mean, I said last episode that I was a hypocrite, Lewis, and that's something that everyone's just going to have to reconcile.
Very true.
Why does Netflix take everything?
I think it's because Netflix want to develop a media empire.
Yeah. I mean, but some of the shows and films that they make are just fucking shocking.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I think that bizarrely, the reason that people go to Netflix is because they know that Netflix has things that they want to watch that Netflix haven't made. Like, they know that Netflix has like all of Doctor Who ever, and it's got loads of other box sets like that of things that are really good. It's got all of Luther and all of Doctor Who, and okay, yeah, I'll check it out. It's only £8. I'll get that. And then then Netflix produce things, and you think, okay, well, Stranger Things was really good, but 90% of everything else was kind of weird and kind of crap. Yeah. With Chloe and I, my wife and I, we've been looking at Christmas films on Netflix because it's Christmas time, and there are none. It's really weird. Not Love Actually, not The Holiday, not Muppets Christmas Carol. Literally, the only ones they have are like those sort of Hallmark Christmas films that you see, and that's it. Yeah, they've produced a couple of them, but it's just really bizarre.
Just these yearly shitty films that Love was there all along. Just shit like that. That pisses me off.
I think Love being there all along is good, but I think that there's only so many times you can do it.
What a massive... we need another reminder that love is good. I mean, it's like, yes, we get it. Fuck off.
There's a Christmas film out at the minute, isn't there, with Emilia Clarke in it? It's called Last Christmas or something. It's based on the music of George Michael.
I've never seen it, and I can already tell you that I'd hate it.
It's genuinely meant to be, like, fantastic. Loads of the reviews have called it, like, the best Christmas film of the decade and stuff.
Yeah, well, the critics thought that Joker was shite, so let's...
Well, yeah, that's true.
Let's keep it real. I mean,
I do hate people who take the words of critics as like gospel. Like at best, it's a blind stab in the dark of whether or not you're gonna like it.
Definitely, it's very subjective, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, everything in moderation. Sorry, I don't know why I felt the need to blurt that out.
It's your catchphrase, Danny. Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
I have a question.
Go on.
Was Elon Tusk born on a planet where everyone has normal teeth or where everyone has tusks?
I think probably where everyone has tusks.
Yeah?
No, wait, well...
They make that line about how he says, because I had tusks, it gave me humility.
Yeah, and like Tusk is it almost sounds like a nickname, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does a bit.
Is everyone on planet Tusk called Giles Tusk?
John Tusk.
Everyone has the same second name. I think it's probably that he was born with tusks.
But then they decided to not remove them from his head. They decided that was just fine, which is kind of crazy.
Well, maybe
right?
maybe it would kill him.
I mean, maybe.
Well, are you gonna remove them at the root, or are you gonna just chop them off and just leave two big stumps?
Like Hellboy's horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that'd probably look kind of metal, wouldn't it? Just two big stumps coming out your mouth of tusks.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably want some tusks if I was him. I'd keep the tusks.
Yeah.
And then no one would bump into me ever again.
No one would bump. I suppose so. Yeah, nobody probably would bump into you ever again.
Yeah, and another thing that happens that I don't like.
Right.
see when I'm walking in the street, and there's a group of maybe 3 people walking towards you, and you can just see that they refuse to move out the way to let you through. And even though you can make the argument, well, there's only one of you, so maybe you should move out the way. Every single time, I don't move. I just keep walking as if they're not there, and then there's this small sort of exchange, what the fuck? It's almost like alien to people who are walking towards you, that you don't move, and then they're like, what the fuck is he doing? And it's like, it lasts for all of 2 seconds, and then they just walk on. It's like, what the fuck? And then just keep walking, and that's their day ruined.
Why am I not surprised by any of the things you just said?
I know. Yep, and I flap my papers in their face as well.
You sent me a picture of that on was it Instagram or something. I've been meaning to put it on Patreon, but I was so dumbfounded but because I just presumed you were joking. It's kind of bizarre to me.
I know. There's wee gems in here, Lewis, in my head that I've got. If you consider it a gem.
I've got a couple of things I quite liked.
Go on.
The anti-booby suits.
Yeah.
They were good. Just like suits of impenetrable body armor that just stopped them from cantrips and all that. And then that bit where the snakes all fell on them, and Rick said, "Waste of snakes," but was the watch that turned people into snakes? Was that not a waste of snakes?
Yes, exactly. But it was.
Also, are snakes a universal concept? Because the species in Rick and Morty look absurd, and that's their whole thing, is that they look really weird.
Yeah, and they all have eerily similar names. It's it's almost as if someone has just went, they're a schmoopy doop, and they're a floopy doop, and they're a floopy, and
yeah, exactly.
I took a list actually. I'll see if I've got it here somewhere of Rick and Morty races, and you can see how similar they are. Just 2 seconds.
The thing that got me is I think it's a sort of postmodern comedy type review of the Star Trek naming conventions for aliens, where they clearly tried so hard to come up with names and physical features that are not like any of the other alien races.
Yeah.
And so in Rick and Morty, they all look fairly dissimilar, but they all have very similar names. Because I would put money on the fact that Dan Harmon or Justin Roiland or whatever it is has literally just sat at a desk somewhere and gone, right, floopy doop, hoopy doop, koopy doop, or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Right, let's see what we've got here. Floopians, which were the Green Warriors. Remember that Rick that get killed and then have a orgasmic afterlife. And Morty's mind blowers, and it's good that you've got evidence, and then he says that, oh no, we don't have evidence, and then he dies, and then those spirits come out of the ground and take him down to Floopy and
hell. Okay, yeah, please kill me, that guy.
Yep. Crewtabulons, which was the blue priestess that Jerry went out with.
Yeah.
And racistly obsessed over.
That was just bizarre.
Bizarre. Yeah. You think it's cool that having sex with her gets me telekinesis, but you're weirded out by her blue skin and avocado-shaped head, and you think I should put a bag and a wig over her. What? Beeps.
Beeps? What are they?
Beeps. You know the thing that Rick kills because he thinks that the temperature's gonna plummet. on that planet is that we need to kill Bebo. He's called a beep.
I don't have to Google all of these. My knowledge of Rick and Morty is lacking. Images?
It might not come up with beep, but Bebo or Beepo.
Bebo. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, the big. Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Morty, get in, Bebo.
The Gromflamites.
Gromflamites. I recognise that name.
Yeah, they're the flies for the Federation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and Smoob Runners.
Smoob Light Runners. Okay, it's just like showing me loads of beans.
What?
Like runner beans. That's what it's come up with.
Oh, right. Well, you know that thing that Rick puts Jerry in?
Oh yeah.
And like, it's like, oh, you didn't let me die. It's like, 'cause I need your DNA to attract a Smoob Light Runner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that thing. And there's just like names that just get flown out there. You know, like Schmoopy Doop and Floopy Doop. That's an actual thing.
Yeah.
And the guy that stabbed Rick when they arrive at the immortality place, I think his name is like Snoopy Bloopers or something like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the most influential intergalactic civil rights leader is called Shrimply Pibbles. So it's just an offshoot of the same fucking name, which is pretty funny, I think.
I would agree with you. Now,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go on.
As his calling card, why did Heistatron pick a boat?
That's a good point. I don't know. Why do you think he did?
I don't know. I think that maybe he just had a random database of calling cards and said, "Yeah, I'll have that one. I'll have that one."
What was the origami at the beginning for what's his name? Something nylon. What's his face?
Oh God, HeistCon. That was so so ridiculous.
That is clearly just taking the piss out of people who go to like Comic-Con and stuff like that. And there's a place called like VidCon.
I'm aware of VidCon. Yeah, it's a YouTube thing, isn't it?
Yeah, where they charge like extortionate rates for badges. Like you can get like a guest badge, and then you can get like a creator badge, and then you can get like an industry badge, and I think the industry badge is like $500 or something like that.
Good God.
And like they take the piss out of that a wee bit. It's like, are you a guest or professional? And it's like no doubt the professional will be fucking extortionate.
Oh God, yeah.
Have
you got any CRQs?
I do, yes. Why is Elon Musk in everything?
I imagine that's because people like the fact that he's privatizing space travel.
Yeah, I mean, he was in. I don't know if it was him, but you know, South Park did him. He was in a podcast with Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he was in The Big Bang Theory as well.
How weird.
I mean,
oh no, of course he was. Yeah, he shared that pumpkin pie with Howard.
Yeah, he's in loads.
That's weird, isn't it?
Let's
Have you
get
seen
better
that
at-
he went
let's
to
get
court recently?
Oh, for what?
It was. Do you remember that? Like, there was that diver that rescued the Thai football boys out of that cave.
Did he call him a pedo or something like that?
Yeah, Elon Musk called the diver a pedo.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And the diver was like, "Well, what the fuck?" And so took Elon Musk to court and then lost the defamation case or whatever it was.
Yeah, I mean that is pretty slanderous, I guess.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Did Elon Musk lose or did the diver lose?
The diver lost.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose he's got like a whole bunch of money. Maybe he's just got a really good lawyer.
Yeah, maybe he just thought, yeah, I'm just gonna call people. I'm just gonna accuse people of crimes on Twitter, And then when it comes to the court case, I'll just, I was joking.
I was joking. That's okay, you know. You can make a joke on the internet.
Yeah. I mean, apart from that, he seems like a nice guy.
Apart from calling somebody a pedo and then taking them to court about it, yeah, as far as that, he seems like a nice guy.
I mean, we've all got our flaws.
Yeah, we do. I think my flaws aren't quite that bad, but yeah, we do.
No. Yeah, nobody's perfect. Okay. You get any other queries? Any other questions?
I have no more CRQs. I have lots of things that I quite liked. Like, I really liked Truckula, just because it's so idiotic.
Yes.
And Rick did, in seconds, what Unity tried to do for ages.
That is very true.
He almost immediately converted that entire planet to his, like, belief system or whatever. And it takes Unity, like, a lot of effort and a lot of time, but Rick did it in seconds. It's crazy.
It is pretty insane.
And they're finally using Rick's implants, which is something that...
Yes.
I remember that one episode, and I was like, why do they never ever reference it again? And then they reference it again in this episode.
I loved the sort of a massive reveal scene with the robot that's just, you know, ex machina after ex machina after ex machina.
Yeah.
It's like I was programmed to double cross. You weren't programmed to double cross me. It's just like it goes on for a solid 3 minutes. Just that is typical of heist films.
It is. You're really true.
See, have you ever you know that film Now You See Me?
I do, yeah. That
film is fucking ridiculous. The amount of contrivances in that film.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
100%.
Oh, the detective that was chasing them, he was with them all along. Damn. And it turns out Morgan Freeman was the bad guy, or was he? I don't know.
I think it was Michael Caine was the bad guy, and Morgan Freeman was just kind of a malicious third party.
Yeah. And then they made a second one.
What? I quite like the second one. I quite liked them both.
What the fuck? Hey, what?
Have we discovered a genre full of hatred for you?
I mean, there's plenty of them, Lewis.
Such as heist movies, rom-coms...
Heist films, Christmas films, rom-coms. See, if a significant character doesn't die within the first 5 minutes of a film, that's me, I'm done. I'm done.
Well,
I want my films bleak and painful and
so you're saying that a Christmas-themed rom-com heist movie would be your nightmare film?
Yeah, that would be the worst film ever made, I think.
If Ben Stiller and Jennifer Aniston try to pull off a heist at Christmas time.
Oh God!
And it's really funny, and
no!
they end up, like, falling in love at the end. You say that'd be your worst film?
Oh my God! I could actually. That is coming out next year. So is Heist Love or Love. Crazy Love or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's coming out. That's going to appear at some point.
If that film ever comes out, Danny, I am going to take you to see it.
Fuck's sake. I need to keep my breakfast down. Oh my God. Right, I've got one final question that I'm sure every fanboy's been wondering.
Hit me with it.
About this episode. See the final scene? The after credits scene?
I think so.
When they're on the roof with Mr. Poopy Butthole and they're talking about...
yeah.
They're talking about him getting fired. The storm that's approaching. And Rick says it looks like it's going to be a twister. Is that foreshadowing Evil Morty?
It could be, and I hope it is, but it probably isn't. Like, when have they ever foreshadowed anything in Rick and Morty?
Yeah, that's true.
Don't get me wrong, I really do hope it is, because...
There was those rocks, those green rocks that were significant in the next episode.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I think that's just a big sort of ha 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 ha, fuck you. Yeah.
No, I completely agree. I doubt it's a foreshadowing, but it would be good if it was. I think we're probably all going to be on tenterhooks for Evil Morty for like forever.
For the next 10 years, and it's like any minutia is going to be like, oh my god, it's Evil Morty.
Yeah, it'd be like 100 years, Rick and Morty, and then we're there in 99 years' time going, maybe the next one is going to be Rick and Morty, maybe the next one, oh, I don't know.
I like how Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland don't sort of do fan service.
Yeah.
I like how it's not just about pleasing the fans. You know,
I agree.
They've got stories to tell. You know, and they're not gonna just shove Evil Morty out their arse, because that's what fans want.
Mm.
I have to, I admire that.
As do I.
have to say, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
You can just imagine in the writers' room that Dan Harmon has probably had a conversation with someone about heist movies, and they've said that they enjoy them, and Dan Harmon has just been like, well, we're going to make a fucking episode to debunk that theory, bitches. Yeah, I can just see that happening. Like, just the amount of stuff that they come up with. Rick turns into a pickle this year.
Yeah.
Just stuff.
Would you like to hear some good news, Danny?
Yeah, go on.
I've just googled heist romantic comedy, and there are apparently 6 films that fit that definition, according to Google.
You are fucking kidding me on.
Movies romance heist lead you to The Thomas Crown Affair, which looks like it has Pierce Brosnan in it. Out of Sight, and then quite a few quite older films. How to Steal a Million, The Pink Panther, Band of Outsiders, a film called Small Time Crooks. I don't know any of these films, so maybe heists and romantic comedy don't go well together.
Yeah, probably not. I'd probably enjoy a film if two ruthless killers who kill without mercy end up liking each other, and then end up maybe falling in love, and then one betrays the other, and then they go back to their apartment alone and just drink whiskey. I'd watch that film. Like, that film would I'd really enjoy that one.
It's not like you're difficult to please or anything.
No. No, I'm very, I'm a bit of an every film, Lewis. I'll watch anything.
I'm sure you will. Well.
No, I will. I'll watch anything, but my reaction is dependent on what I watch. Like most people.
I mean, yeah, that is entirely every single person. But anyway, next Friday is Rick and Morty Season 4, Episode 4. That's our podcast on that. It is Claw and Hoarder Special Rick Tim's Morty.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. Looking at this thumbnail, there's a dragon in it, so that's going to be great, isn't it?
I don't... Because I don't think like Dan Harmon likes magic too much. I bet he's had a conversation with someone about how they love Lord of the Rings, and he's just gonna fucking rip it to shreds.
I imagine so. I imagine this series could just be an entire thing about genres that he hates. Oh, and by the way, I noticed in this episode, it was the first episode this series, season 3, in which there wasn't a giant version of Rick.
That's true. That is very true. Thanks for pointing that out.
You're very welcome. I'm glad that I put it in such a pointless, frustrating place.
Yeah, because there was such a gap after it as well. It's the one... So the episode that Rick wasn't giant. I mean, it didn't go exactly like that, but you know what I mean. Fuck. Do you know what? See these specific podcasts, Whispering in the Void?
Yeah.
They do feel like Rick and Morty episodes almost.
I know what you mean.
It starts out with a point, starts out with, it's all good, and then by the end of it, it's almost like, what was the point in that?
Oh, good stuff. We'll see you next Friday for the next episode. Thank you very much for listening to this one.
Yeah, do you know what? We didn't even give a fucking closing statement. That's how good we think about this one.
Have you got one? Do you want one? Have it.
That's how much this podcast means to us. We don't even have a closing statement. Enjoy your fucking lives. Love you. Sorry, it's whisper. Enjoy your fucking lives.
I love heist movies so much. Movies are so good. I love listening to heist films. I love watching heist films.
Heist movies are shit. Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11 are great, but you know, the other ones are great. Now you see me too. I love both of those.
Lots of remakes.
Heist movies.
Lots of fucking remakes.